Hey guys, how are you doing today? It's Marla. Today is going to be a color your hair with me video. I thought it would be fun. There are so many get ready with me videos. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a color your hair with me video. And you can actually see how I color. I have gray hairs that are kind of sprouting out all over my hair. And I have dark hair, so it's kind of obvious. If I was blonde, it'd be great because it would just kind of make my blonde hair look a little bit blonder. But when you have really dark hair, it's kind of not as cool to have all those grays popping out. Now, I think if my hair went really totally all gray, I would definitely probably not color it, because then if my hair was colored dark and then I would start seeing a white line show up, that's kind of gross. But because the gray hair is kind of sparsely populating right now my head and kind of spread out all over, coloring it really is fine because my roots are still pretty much dark. I went to Sally's today because I do cut my own hair and I dye my own hair, and I finally figured out a color or a shade that I really like. And the shade that I use is 4RC-44, and I love this brand of color for my hair. It really does a beautiful job. It's the Ion Color Brilliance Cream. It's permanent hair color. What I did is they have samples there with little hair samples, and how I came to find this color or choose this color is that I knew I wanted a lighter shade. I didn't want my hair dark. I did try kind of a dark chestnut shade or a medium brown shade, and it just kind of dulled my hair, and not dulled my hair, but that darker look on my hair. I just didn't care for it. It just made me look older. I just felt it made me look older. And I've tried going kind of more blonder, and that just drains the color out of my skin. It just doesn't go. I have to kind of change all my makeup to kind of match that hair shade. But the color that seems to go the best with my skin coloring and really kind of make my skin coloring even it almost enhances it, is more of a kind of a deeper burgundy shade. And I put all the color kind of little samples next to my hair and next to my face, and this is the shade that I personally liked the best. It's more of a deeper burgundy shade, but it doesn't have a lot of copper in it. So the things that I need, or that I use when I'm dyeing my hair, is I have one of these kind of professional looking hair cutter, little, I don't know, is this made out of vinyl? What is this thing made out of? This thing, and I use this when I cut my hair, so I put this over around my neck. I always use kind of a crappy shirt and kind of old pants or something, so in case it splatters anywhere, it doesn't make a mess. I have my little mixing cup, and I believe this is also, this is also from Ion Color Brilliance, and a little mixing brush. My hair has just been washed and there's no product in it. It's all dry, but there's no kind of styling products in it right now. And I like these, I use the Ion developer, and I like the 9% developer or the 30% volume developer. The reason I choose 30 rather than 20, I kind of, when I use this color, want to also lift my dark hair and make it kind of a little bit lighter. 20 just didn't seem to cut it with my dark kind of black hair. It just didn't put the color into it or kind of make it lighter. I wanted to lift it a little bit. 30 really did seem to lift my hair color and make it a little bit lighter. It is more damaging, but sure, most of the stuff you put on your hair like that's going to be damaging anyway. And the other thing I need is a comb. So I just make sure that my hair, I'm going to take my earrings off, I make sure that my hair has no tangles in it or knots or anything like that. I comb through all my hair, kind of get that all taken care of. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze all of this out and put this in this container. And I'm going to use equal amounts of this with kind of an equal amount of this developer. And I kind of eyeball it, but I'll show you kind of what the final mixing product looks like once I mix these two together. So I'm going to take these into my bathroom right now, mix them up, and I'll be right back. I squeezed everything out of the tube, and that's what it looks like. It looks like a bunch of kind of purple worms in there. And now I'm going to pour some of the developer in there, almost so it's kind of like a half and half mixture. Half of the developer mixed with half of the actual color. So I poured that in and I'm gonna mix this up a little bit. And then when it gets to a consistency that I like and everything is mixed together, I will show you, but it should look sort of like a thick, kind of purplish paste. So let me mix this up and I will return. So I have the mixture exactly the consistency I want. It looks sort of like this. It's kind of a very light lavender, kind of like a nice thick paste. And all I do then is I can't do the whole thing here because it's gonna make a total mess in front of my camera. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to, at first, kind of spot treat the areas where I really see the gray hairs, and a lot of my grays are kind of in here and in here. So what I do is I just take this and at first just kind of just spot treat like this. And don't worry about how thick it is in some areas than the other. I'll show you what I do for that, but I'm going to do that right now all over my head and then I will come right back. I spot treated the areas that definitely had grays in, and then I also went over areas I wanted to lighten up a little bit. And now I did it in the back also. And now I'm going to take a comb and I'm going to comb this as if I'm combing my hair all the way through, and that is going to make it kind of evenly distributed. So let me do that and I will come back. So I've brushed this all through my hair so it's all evenly distributed. I do the brushing outside because when you're flicking this through your hair, if it goes flying on your countertops, it's going to really stain them. So I do kind of most of this outside on the grass so I don't make a mess in my bathroom. And I'm going to time mine. I usually go between about 30 and 45 minutes because my dark hair is really hard to lift. So I'm going to time this for probably about 30 to 45 minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here, and I will then, a lot of times it takes a couple washings to get my hair kind of lightened up for some reason. I don't know why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to upload this to YouTube and put it on. And then probably by the end of the week or so, what I'll do is I'll do just a super quick review of something, but then also show you my lightened hair and let you see if you can see the difference. So I'm going to end this video right now, and I'm going to wait about 30-45 minutes, and then all I do is do a really good washing of my hair to get this all out, and I'm pretty much done then. Just enjoy the lighter color. Hopefully you guys had a good day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye from Marla. So it's been about 2 days since I colored my gray hair, and I don't know if you can see the slightly kind of burgundy cast that the color put in my hair, but my hair is super shiny now after coloring. I've colored all my grays and it was super easy, and it looks really natural, just that little bit of burgundy throughout my hair. Now obviously it's easier for me to color my hair because my gray hair is not all over my head and it's kind of spread out everywhere. I think I'm pretty sure I know if my hair would turn completely all gray, I probably wouldn't color it. I would just leave it white and beautiful. But the way my hair, my grays come in, it's sort of like Elvira-ish. Or who else do I think? Cruella de Vil-ish, maybe is a better way to put it. I have like clumps of grays, but they're kind of all over my head, but in kind of odd distribution. So they just don't look really kind of cool looking when they come in. I would, like I said, probably let my hair all white if it was all white and just maybe lighten it and kind of make it look like a really beautiful white. But for right now, I stick with coloring. Again, I'm one of these people that's willing to do trial and error. If you are not, you may not be someone that wants to do this at home. You know, it takes a couple mess ups to kind of figure out the color that really goes well with your skin tone, but this burgundy shade I really, really love. It looks super natural and it actually looks better against my skin than my black hair does. Hopefully this was kind of fun to follow me along as I color my hair. It is really a super easy thing to do, especially if you have just gray spread out and you find a color that matches. I mean, I do this all the time. There's never a mix-up or mess up. It turns out the same every time I color my hair. That's it for today. Hopefully you are having a great week. I will see you soon. Bye-bye from Marla.